Alright, so Thunderfoot officially declined the debate. Kinda reminds me of the Amazing Atheist fiasco, although I don't think he ever officially declined it. So hey, TJ, if you're listening to this, maybe you and I will just have that debate. Anyways, Thunderfoot. Thunderfoot doesn't want to debate me in the realm of science because he feels that my scientific understanding is less than his. And I freely admitted he might be very right about that. However, he also put words in my mouth because I never said I wanted to debate science with him. Certainly not exclusively. I wanted to talk about the existence of God. Now, how Thunderfoot misconstrued that and thought I was talking about science, I don't know. Now, Thunderfoot, I'm sure you're aware of this, but the scientific method cannot be applied to God. If the scientific method is what we can repeat, observe, and test, well, how can you observe, repeat, and test something that exists outside of the physical world? I'm sure you're aware of this, that's simply ridiculous. If God created matter, time, and space, he therefore exists outside of matter, time, and space. So testing, observing, and repeating things in the natural world, the physical world, are simply not going to be sufficient to prove the existence of God. Now, I'm sure that makes you uncomfortable, because why would you want to have a discussion outside of your realm of expertise? And that's exactly why you said you will not debate science with me, because, well, science is your realm of expertise, and you don't want to step outside of it into my realm, which happens to be things that are not exactly or purely scientific in nature. So, Thunderfoot, the reason I wanted to debate you is because, well, I wanted to bring you kind of out of your science bubble and show you that there is a world outside the scientific theory, the scientific principle, the scientific method, and that might help you to see things a little differently. You asked, why is someone like me who doesn't have as much academic experience as you, why am I right and are you wrong? Well, the Bible says God uses the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and professing to be wise, the atheists became fools. So, Thunderfoot, I'm not calling you names like you do to me, but I am saying this. While you are very intelligent, what you're doing is you're digging around in the mud trying to find something that exists outside of it. What I'm really saying, Thunderfoot, is you're trying to use science to prove a worldview, and you're not thinking outside your little bubble. And that's the problem, man. God created science. Therefore, he exists outside of science. And I want to bring you to that level. Like you said, you can have your head in the clouds but your feet on the ground. Well, you can keep your feet on the ground. There's nothing illogical about what I'm saying. Like I said, matter, time, and space are created by something that exists outside of matter, time, and space. So we can't use things here in the physical world to prove or disprove the existence of God. And for you as an atheist, and for you as someone who doesn't believe in God, man, what more exciting discovery could there be than the existence of an all-powerful, all-loving God? I mean, it was mind-blowing for me when I found him. I'm sure it would be for you too. And then some of that anger and hatred that you harbor, you'll shed that like an old skin. You'll be glad to get rid of it. So, Thunderfoot, I'm not expecting you to take me up on the debate, because, like I said, you're not going to be willing to leave your realm of expertise, your realm of science, into a bigger and better world. I know you think I'm trying to put the sugar in the gas tank of science. No, man. I like science. Science is great. The problem is it ain't everything. There are other things. And, I'm just trying to get you to think outside the box, man. Outside the box. I'd ask any atheist this. I did want to bring this up in the debate, but, since you're not going to debate me, I can tell you ahead of time. This is one question I did want to ask you, Thunderfoot. If something appears to have design, like, I don't know, let's use an example, your computer. If your computer appears to have design, is it not a logical thing to assume that there might be a designer? Does life not also show elements of design? The fact that it's functional, the fact that it clearly has design? I mean, there's just no way around it. It's designed. At least it has the appearance of design. You'd admit that, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? And once you admit that it has design, is it not just logical to take that one step further and entertain the idea that there might be a designer? If we're being fair. Anyways, Thunderfoot, I hope to hear from you. I really would love to talk to you. I really would. But at the same time, I'm not expecting it.